Good morning. Welcome to our community spiritual Thanksgiving service. My name is Ben. I'm grateful for this beautiful wintry morning and the opportunity to spend it with all of you here today. This morning, we will meditate and honor our deceased loved ones with special prayer and chanting, and we will turn our minds and hearts to gratitude with meditation and reflective sharings. Let us now take a moment to stretch your body and make your seat comfortable. Before we begin, please double check to turn off your phone ringer if your phone is with you now. Now, our good temple friend, Rachel Larson, will share her thoughts with us.
Almost 2 years ago now, my 22-year-old daughter died of an accidental fentanyl overdose. Her name is Hannah. Hannah wrote a bucket list of the things she wanted to accomplish in her lifetime. On the top of the list was skydiving. Although I'm deathly afraid of heights, I knew I would express thanks for the gift of Hannah's life by jumping out of a plane in her honor. A few weeks ago, I did it. As I jumped from the plane, I trusted my guide, the pack, and the parachute. I surrendered. The entire time I was falling, I kept my eyes closed. I was filled with terror as the air whipped past me at 120 miles per hour. When the chute deployed, we momentarily shot up into the air, and I kept my eyes closed. As the rush of air calmed and our descent slowed, I opened my eyes. The reality of me and my guide falling 9,000 feet with only a piece of cloth keeping us from certain death was too much. I shut my eyes again. I opened and shut them many times, taking in the scene, and then giving myself a break from this reality that was overwhelming. Each time I saw how beautiful the landscape below me was. My eyes opened and closed for the 10-minute descent, taking in little sips of my fall to the earth and the beauty of the countryside. As I fell, I thought, this life is like falling from a plane. There is terror and there is beauty. And my job is to keep my eyes open for as much of it as I possibly can. Preparing to say these words, I read a chapter in the Red Book on spiritual Thanksgiving. And I found this, quote, "A human being's birth and death is like an opening and closing of eyes, an inhaling and exhaling, or falling asleep and waking up. There might be differences in how long these take, but the principle is the same." Chapter 9, verse 8. I shut my eyes, and I can see Hannah's birth and her tiny body being placed in my chest for the first time. I open my eyes and I feel the reality of her death. I shut my eyes and I can see Hannah at age 2 dancing in a flower girl dress with little blonde ringlets all around her face. I open my eyes and I feel the reality of her death. I shut my eyes and I see Hannah with braces and big bushy hair. She's holding a black snake that's almost as long as her, and she's beaming because she loves snakes. I close my eyes and I feel the reality of her death again. I open my eyes and I close my eyes. I close my eyes and I see her suffering in the maelstrom of her addiction. And I witness the bravery of her every time she chose treatment. Each chapter of her life, of all of our lives, is like an opening and a closing. Hannah's life was short and I miss her terribly. But I am forever grateful for all that she taught me through her life and her death. For myself and for Hannah and for my youngest daughter, Ellie, I'm doing the best that I can to stay open to the beauty and the terror, to the love and the pain, to keep finding the courage to jump out of planes with my eyes open and shut, open and shut.
Today, the first day of December, we are here together. Our deep sense of spiritual connection, connecting with our dear fellow beings from generation to generation. In the light of spiritual thanksgiving, let us pause and reflect on gratitude. Let us bring our awareness to our bodies. I am grateful for my body. It supports my spiritual practice, going beyond this body. My body is the temple of my spirit. Let us take a minute to listen to our bodies. I honor my body by letting go of tension. I breathe, breathe. I breathe, release, let go. Again and again, I come back to my breath, releasing tension, releasing uneasiness. How freeing that is. In this way, I invite gratitude for this present moment. I breathe in gratitude. I breathe out uneasiness. Breathe in, breathe out uneasiness for 1 minute. I am grateful for clean air that I can breathe. I'm grateful for pure water. I am grateful for shelter and nourishing food. Clean air, pure water, shelter, and food. Let us meditate in gratitude for 2 minutes. I am grateful for sky and earth. Sky and earth. For trees. I'm grateful for sunshine. I'm grateful to my parents and ancestors for bringing me into this world. I'm grateful to all who have nurtured and guided me. I'm thankful for the profound impact they've had on my growth and development. I'm thankful to be a seeker, learner, and practitioner on a spiritual path. I honor my being and aspire to take good care of my body, mind, and spirit. Breathe in and out. Let us meditate in gratitude. Recognizing the impermanence of all things. I'm grateful to practice let go and accept. Recognizing the impermanence of all things. I am grateful for my unlimited potential for positive change and growth. I deeply honor my spacious mind by letting go of thoughts. In meditation, each time I am aware of thoughts passing, I am aware of my capacity to let go of worries and concerns. For 1 minute, together, we release thoughts, breathing in, breathing out, and we release. In our life journeys, in my life journey, I recognize those with whom I have difficulties. They come as teachers. I send them loving kindness. I learn and grow from challenges. I send loving kindness to myself. I breathe in gratitude. I breathe out love. Breathe in gratitude. Breathe out love. When my mind gravitates towards discontentment and complaint, may I see grace arising from home. May I realize the unconditional, constant beneficence which surrounds me. In gratitude, we pause. Let us now recall the simple wisdom of Master Zhongsan. Those who live only a life of resentment will always be harmed. Those who live a life of gratitude will always be helped by the fourfold grace. Those who live a life of gratitude will always be helped by the fourfold grace. In perpetual grace, transcending challenges and thoughts, we pause. What a beautiful practice journey. In our true nature, our minds are open, spacious, and free. We breathe in and breathe out. As a community, we are calmly awake and alert. We are grateful to be alive. We embrace the warmth of community and fellow beings. Thank you, dear families. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you, this practice community. In grace, in this grace, we pause in meditation for 5 minutes. Now together as a community, we'll offer deliverance chant, page 3. You're invited to gently stand up for this chanting offering. Page 3, Songju. Let us read in English first. Sacred chant. May you attain
Eternal life as heaven and earth do, perpetually shining even with the extinction of all things. Awakening to this way of coming and going is an everlasting flower. Every step you take and everything you do becomes holy Dharma. 전영지 영무장생 만세 멸도 상동로 거래가도 무와 보일제 영천영지 영무장생 만세 멸도 상동로 거래각도 무궁화 보일제 해성경 영천영지 영무장생 만세 멸도 상동로 거래가도 무궁화 보일제 해성경.
Please be seated. Join your palms for invocation prayer.
Prayer for spiritual thanksgiving service. Grace of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and universal laws. On December 1st, 2024, with pure spirits and concentrated minds, the Gyomunims and Dharma practitioners of the Won Buddhism community offer prayers for this spiritual Thanksgiving. We are here to remember the gifts and blessings we receive. We are grateful for the 24,045 ordained and lay spiritual ancestors who laid the foundation of the Won Buddhist community through their exemplary practice and Dharma work. We honor and give thanks to these guides, including our founding teacher Sotaesan, enlightened masters of Won Buddhism, great upholders and protectors of Dharma, devoted priests, dedicated laity, and parents of sages and saints. We offer gratitude to everyone who brought us to this earth, nurtured us, and helped us to become who we are. Although some of them are no longer here, their spirits and guidance remain clear and bright through us. Today, gathering in community, we invoke the names of loved ones now departed.
William Kaiser, Maria Hay, Happy Lucy Sparks and Meadow Hay, Joan Sussman, Marie and John Sloshnagle, Helen Hudson, Bill Smith, Gary Dean, Buddy Dean, Gracie Burton, Jerlene Anthony, Judith Hamburg, James Sadler and Larry Killen, Grandpa and Grandma Adams, Nardiello, Betty Nardiello, Edwin Mattingly, Marianne Mattingly, Frank Mattingly, Robert Mattingly, James Dykes, Joseph Arlinghouse, Bo Boharon, Brenda Middleton, Chester Reeves, So Herbach, Shin Young Sanghua, Lee Il Song, Song Haipil, Song Julia, Karen DeLoach, Robert DiCarlo, Charles Pettison, Ann Needham, Lloyd and Jane Conkling, Timbuktu, Marjorie Bill and Laura Ness, George Patey, and George Taylor Pylan, Hannah Sophia Larson, Harvey Edwin Beerenbaum, Jameson Van Hook, Kirk Raffetto, Barbara Aschenfelter, Pumpkin, Poppy, Pepino, and Peanut, Cara, Minerva, and Papa Chuck Rosenquist, Frank, Lucy, Wendy, DeMoncho, and Greg McCallum, Sandy Deno, Ed Deno, Gene Johnson, Charlie Johnson, Paul Gombar, Rosa Vasquez, Frank Brennan, Edith Brennan, and Bella Brennan, Molly, Bridget and Lucy, and Loki Rekov.
Adeline Esslinger, John and Jean Esslinger, Norman Dell Esslinger, Ellen Esslinger, Christina Schlunt, Sue Stevens, Fern, Diane Keene, Marianne Pierce, David Getka, Carmen Reeves, Ursula Moores, Edith Schönbrunn, Elke Schönbrunn, Dorit Schönbrunn, Shannon Thompson, Molly Carmody, Fortuna Valdez, Jose Pedro Guaida, Jose Alexander Guaida, Priscilla and Walter Jackson, Joe North, Carl and Anna Kruger, Idella Bolden, Alice Bolden, Maggie, Doug and Tilly Owens, Judy Hines, Sheila Bell, Kevin Rainier, Bella, Judy and Alan Levine, May Peel, Jenny Bradley, Andrew Kaplan, Furby, Sanford Golan, Bob Shear, Robert Doody, Jan Doody, Will Indries, Gareth Hughes, Stephen Mercado, John Krasinski, Lillian Higgins, Joyce Howland, Liz Nolan, Grace Rugen, Miguel Mendez, Adriana Mendez, Helen Adair, Nevzat Oak, Kadir Oak, Klaus Tyrash, Harold Weinberg, Faye Feinstein, Sam Feinstein, Jesse Jubileerer.
May we silently pause in memory of these deceased loved ones and hold them in our hearts and minds. So many people have died this year through illness, violence, conflict, and natural disasters. We grieve together. May the deceased release any attachments or concerns for surviving family, friends, or places where they lived. If any confusion, ignorance, or delusion blocks their passage, please guide them to the light of wisdom. May the souls of our beloved deceased be liberated. May they rest in peace. May they be guided to the supreme teachings of Dharma and to the great enlightenment of one truth. As empowered beings, may we devote ourselves to becoming the change we hope to see in our families, in our communities, and in the world. Let us protect and bless our precious children who will inherit this precious earth. This we pray with one mind and sincere hearts.
Page 9. Ilwon-sang vow on page 9. Let us offer the sutra. Ilwon-sang vow. Ilwon is the realm of samadhi beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. Ilwon manifests as both permanence and impermanence, viewed as permanence. Ilwon unfolds
with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Won Sung, the Dharma Kaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of One and become one with the nature of One.
일원의 위력을 얻도록까지 서원하고 일원의 재성에 아파도록까지 서원함.
Hi everyone. It was really an honor when we were asked to come here and participate in ceremony by singing Il Won Sung Vow in Korean. No pressure, right? But Reverend Ginger thought of us because we're so used to doing this at our temple, and I think we take it for granted that maybe everyone's doing it. So it's something a little special. So when we chant in Korean again, let's remember that this means a lot to Won Buddhism here. The ceremony was beautiful. It was dignified, but also friendly and inviting and warm and celebratory. We enjoyed our participation very much.
The inauguration ceremony was opened by North Carolina people members, and they create amazing, energy. They chant Il Won Sung Vow, and they made a beautiful harmony, so we can become one. What I thought was a bird can fly with both wings. Won Buddhism also can fly with laity and ordained. I believe in that way we can support each other, and then we can make beautiful harmony like yesterday, moving forward. Thank you.
This time of year is an especially lovely one as we focus on gratitude. This morning, several temple friends are going to share their thoughts and reflections about what they are grateful for. Please bring your palms together and warmly welcome our first speaker, Lucy.
Hello, my name is Lucy. I'm in 2nd grade. I've been coming to this temple since May, And one of the things I am grateful for is my family, because they provide things like food and water and a warm place to sleep. Another thing I am grateful for is nature, because of animals, and in the fall, the sound of crunching leaves and the way the breeze blows and the way the seasons turn, almost like it's going around in circles, and the way in the summer, the green grass and the strong sun. Some other things I am grateful for are books, school, Christmas, fire, my friends, my teacher, adventures, gymnastics, and games. One of the games I'm grateful for is a game called the Isle of Cats. It is a game about rescuing cats and getting jewels to put on your board. I have only listed out a few things I am grateful for, but these are the things that come to mind.
Thank you. Now, Nina, would you move the mic towards you?
Hi, I'm Nina. I'm in 8th grade. I haven't been coming to this temple long, but yeah. As I started to write this script, I took a moment to consider the parts of my life that genuinely bring me joy and a sense of contentment. This got me to the theme of gratitude. According to the dictionary, gratitude is defined as the quality of being thankful or readiness to show appreciation. This means not only appreciating something, but showing that you are appreciated or you appreciate it. This definition resonated with me and sparked a reflection on my core values. In reflecting on my life, I discovered the incredible depth and hidden meaning in simple, everyday moments that so often pass by unnoticed. It is amazing how these little snapshots of life can hold so much significance if we take the time to truly appreciate them. I cherish the breakfasts my mom lovingly prepares for my sister and me each morning, as well as the dedication of my teacher, who patiently explains complex concepts when I struggle. Her commitment is not only enhances my understanding, but also boosts my confidence and encourages me. These small acts of kindness serve as reminders of the warmth and support that surrounds us daily. These moments, filled with love, make me deeply thankful in the way that changes how I see things. I realize that true gratitude isn't just about big gestures or major life events. Instead, it grows from the everyday moments and special connections we have with others. It is found in these little acts of kindness, the laughter shared over a cup of coffee, or the comforting presence of a friend when times are tough. Ultimately, these small, powerful moments make life better and help me notice the kindness around me. Each day I think about these experiences, my heart fills with gratitude for the love and support I receive, turning the ordinary into something truly special.
Thank you, Nina. Now, please welcome Stella.
Hi, I'm Stella. I'm a sophomore. I've been going to the temple for maybe 3 or 4 years now. So I have a little bit of a story, a challenge that I experienced. So every year for 1 week, my house erupts into a hurricane of flour and icing that never fails to hit my family where it hurts. The annual gingerbread contest my mom and I participate in loomed over us this November. The first year, our gingerbread was completely burnt. The next year, it puffed up so much that it couldn't even stand. And last year, our blueprint was completely inaccurate. Even though I was all too familiar with the previous year's conflicts, I was hopeful that this year would be different. But when it was time to start baking, conflict arose. Amidst the hours spent making countless batches of gingerbread, my perfectionistic approach always seemed to clash with my mom, who kind of just wanted to keep it simple and get it over with. But As we persevered, things got easier and we got into a groove. I began to realize the beauty within the process. And even though we experienced conflict at the start, I found a deep appreciation for the sometimes tumultuous tradition that my mom and I created. We had so much fun blasting music and being creative and just goofing off. And I realized that once I go to college, I won't get to share this quality time with my mom anymore. So this experience has been just another reason that I give thanks to my mom and the traditions that all of our families have in this season of gratitude. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Stella, Nina, and Lucy for your sharing. Give them big applause one more time. I think they are like our youth members, future of our world. And along our life journey, we can always find countless lists what we are grateful for. And their sharing really inspires us to deeply look into everyday life that we can sometimes forget or take for granted. So now this time, dear friends, turn around and pair of two, no more than 3 friends, and share only one thing, even though you may have 100, only one thing that this time you feel most grateful for, and have just a 1-minute conversation with your friend. 2, no more than 3 friends. Friends online, please share that in your live chat. Thank you.
Well, thank you for practicing with us today during our spiritual Thanksgiving service. It has been a gift to honor all our deceased loved ones this morning. My name is Kelly, and today I was honoring my parents who are both deceased. And I'm really grateful. I wasn't grateful when I was younger, but I'm very grateful for them now, and that they gave me life and gave me this body, and taught me through good leadership and bad leadership how to live a happy life. Nick, were you honoring somebody today?
My name is Nick. I was honoring my grandparents who passed away somewhat recently. And it's lovely to gather together with all of you to remember those of us who we love and to practice gratitude together. And especially in this season of the year, it's lovely to gather together. So today, right after service, you're also invited to the residence to enjoy a spiritual Thanksgiving community meal together. Our first since the pandemic. Yay!
And this afternoon at 4 p.m., our sister temple in Raleigh is inviting you to join a peaceful community meditation to cultivate the energy and grace of Thanksgiving.
This December, our temple also has several wonderful ways to see out the year while nurturing our practice. So please check out our website or flyer on your way out for details and to sign up. If you haven't yet, please sign up for our community emails as well with one of these lovely cards. You can just slide them into the donation box.
Our fun-filled year-end teen party will be held this coming Saturday at 3 p.m.
And on Tuesday, December 20th, a beautiful sound healing bath event will be held at the Chapel Hill Temple. There are very few spaces left at the 3 p.m. session, so if you'd like to attend, please sign up as soon as possible.
And our half-day winter solstice retreat will be held on December 21st. This is the only retreat that is being held solely online for the entire year. So it's an especially good opportunity for friends who can only join us online.
And also, please mark your calendar for our famous year-end ceremony. Our letting go ceremonies are the most popular event of the year for good reason. So if you'd like to participate, please sign up online so that we can prepare for everybody coming.
Do it today. And the best way to get updated about all these and other events is to be on our email list. And for those of you who are on it, please open up those emails as our reverends work diligently to include lots of useful information in them. All right. And to end our service today, we're going to do a group meditation cheer. So first, I'm going to teach you the words, and then there's some movements to go with it. So the cheer goes like this. What's with the attitude?
What's with the attitude?
My attitude is gratitude.
My attitude is gratitude.
Where'd you get that attitude?
Where'd you get that attitude?
From a loving Sanghahood.
From a loving Sanghahood.
Okay, you got it? All right. All right, so this is the motions. I'll stand up. You can stand up if you like. So, first one is what's with the attitude? So, got it? A lot of attitude. Let's see some attitude. Good job, Lucy. Love it. My attitude is gratitude. Where'd you get that attitude? From a loving Sanghahood. Okay. What's with the attitude? My attitude is gratitude. Where'd you get that attitude? From a loving Sanghahood. All right, excellent. Okay, now with more energy. Okay. All right. Here we go. What's with the attitude? My attitude is gratitude. Where'd you get that attitude? With my loving Sanghahood. What's with the attitude? My attitude is gratitude. Where'd you get that attitude? From a loving Sanghahood. What's with the attitude? My attitude is gratitude. Where'd you get that attitude? From a loving Sanghahood.
What's with the attitude? Where'd you get that attitude?
From a loving Sanghahood.
Thank you for creating this energy of gratitude all year round, especially this time, this season. And through this attitude of gratitude, I hope your holiday is filled with joy, peace, and happiness. Now it's time to say bye to our online friends. Thank you for joining us. We thank you in Korean. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. And friends here on all is grace. 모두가 은혜입니다. All is grace. All is grace. I am grateful. Through the merit of this chant, may we connect to our hearts of gratitude.